Don't you love ideas that don't require too much planning? Recently, I went on a beach trip with some of my friends, content creator friends, that we actually didn't plan too much. All I got was a text message, I booked a flight, and I decided to full send it. Without really knowing what we were going to do, I only knew where we were going, and the intentions behind the trip were just to reconnect with ourselves, because I think that a lot of us were going through a creative rut or just needed to touch some grass. We faced a lot of unpredicted challenges, but I think that I can speak for all of us. We would totally do this again. But we did left the trunk open, so we gotta get back. We just like came up with this random trip out of nowhere. Now we're here in Charlotte. I took a flight from Washington, D.C. Let's see how it goes. Why do you buy your car?
Bro, because we don't have enough space. I couldn't even fit this bag of trash in here, bro.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, bro.
Actually wild.
So we're right now in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina. We just booked a house in the beach and we are going to spend like 4 days in here. We're trying to go surfing. We're trying to do a lot of stuff and everyone is basically doing their own thing right there. Something I like doing is paying attention to the little details of the surroundings whenever I go to a different place. I've been in DC for a while, as some of you may know, and it's just like, even though you got Rock Creek Park and like beautiful areas like that, whenever you're exploring a different area in a different state, it's always like fun.
They have Venus flytraps. You know what that is?
Why are you excited about that?
Like, you don't think it's cool, bro? Never seen that in your life. Like, you've never seen that in your life, bro. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, you never seen that. That is cool.
So we were on to an adventure, and I think that one of the things I like the most about hanging out with like-minded people, in this case, it was a lot of YouTubers and content creators, and it's important for us to be aware of our surroundings because that's part of documenting our life. And whether you personally do this or not, it's always nice to be surrounded by people that do. We also spent a bit more time than we anticipated in here, and we needed to get to the rental house because Fitz had something to show us.
Wow.
We just got to the place. We haven't been inside yet. So far, it looks very nice. Last time, Joel and I had to share a bunk bedroom. Maybe it's gonna be the same time or the same thing right now, but we don't know. We're gonna check it out. It's very spacious. So far, big bedroom, big bed. That couch looks actually very comfortable. I'm cool with this bed, bro.
Actually?
No.
Listen,
While the room situation is getting figured out, we're about to go eat some food. But something to notice is that food options so far are very limited. Say it's 7:36 p.m. So maybe that's the reason why. Park at the restaurant. I'm pretty sure we park at the back of a church. This is the sign that you see when you park. Vamos a ver qué lo que con esta comida. This food will be good. I flew from Washington, D.C. to Charlotte and then we drove 3 more hours. So, you know, I'll be hungry right now. We got to the place and the ambience was nice. Even though there was a significant amount of people in here waiting to be served, that let us know that most of the times that means that the place is really good. The lighting was also on point. It was very close to sunset time, so it just felt really good. I did get myself a jarritos. Every time I go to a place and they have this, I always get one, a different flavor. But I do have to say I didn't record the food because it was just okay. Now, tomorrow is another day.
So what time's your flight on?
6 p.m. After reading for a little while, I realized that I really enjoyed this book, but it was time to get ready and go grab some breakfast to start our day. Day 2, we are about to get some coffee, some food. After a little bit of research online, we made our way to a place called Ruby's, which it was supposed to be a nice coffee shop. We're at the coffee spot right now. They have tried 4 or 5 different places and this is the best. Okay, good. Live reaction.
like a 12, bro.
Give it a 7.
Right now we're waiting on the food. I order 2 things. Every time I go to places, I tend to order more than one thing because I eat with my head first rather than with my stomach. I always feel that I'm going to be hungry afterwards. First thing I'm trying is the BLT. A normal BLT with cream cheese and some type of honey. Pretty good. I'll give you a review on the bagel in a little bit. Oh, I didn't have any chance to show you guys the bagel. It was good, but I was hungry and we're trying to move forward throughout the day because there's some activities that we have not planned out, but we want to plan out and do. Let's see you in the next spot. The next spot is basically a pier that is in the back door of Ruby's. Ruby's is the name of the place where we have breakfast. If you ever find yourself in Oak Island, definitely check that place out. I think that's the place that we're going to be going to have breakfast the following days. Something we did not realize is the amount of sharks that you can encounter in this. There was 5 or 6 sharks in the span of 15 minutes. So let's see that. We just came to the pier after having breakfast and he did catch a shark.
Baby hammerhead.
What? Oh boy.
We've been here for like 15-20 minutes and there's been 3 sharks, a big one and 2 small ones, which is kind of cool. Insane too, but kind of cool.
Everybody's picturing all these fish today.
This pier is not even that long. Like we're just walking slowly and people have been catching all the kinds of stuff, like water animals that you're like, yeah, I don't want to encounter any of that. I guess the water is probably pretty warm and that makes them come closer to the offshore or whatever. So we came to the beach because Daryl, he has a campaign with Sprite that we needed to record by the beach and we're trying to make this happen. I think it's been a while since I went to the beach the last time and I didn't go surfing. I definitely felt that all of us were just chilling. Besides the fact that we were recording or helped record a Sprite commercial for Darrell, there was some Sprite bottles all over the place and we end up giving them away. After that, we just drove with no direction. We were just exploring the island, figuring out the next thing to do. And we find out about a lighthouse that was nearby. We drove by and it's one of those beautiful things when you document your life. You look back at the things that you do and the intention behind it and you feel fulfilled. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that feels that way when recording. After that we got home and we were looking for things to do and we found Bowhead Island, a place that you get to by ferry. We booked tickets for next day and we were there. We had an issue though.
Extra crust, like Parmesan, like this is exactly my boat. They're out here preparing your pizza.
And the issue may or may not have something to do with me and Elijah ordering a stuffed pizza from Domino's that made us be late. Joel, Monty, and Fitz waited for us to catch the other ferry.
We made it, bro.
Just right on time, actually.
Just right on time.
This is the time that we were expected to be here.
Yeah.
And we're the first here somehow.
Yeah.
And
We're so early, bro. We're so punctual, bro.
Literally, yes.
We finally made it into the ferry and it was about 5:30 p.m. The sky was very clouded, so it was looking very, very cinematic. We were excited to go see what this island had to offer. And as soon as we got there, we started seeing all these people in golf carts and we were thinking, oh, we're in for a treat. But we were wrong. We got to the island, but because we missed the ferry that we were supposed to get, everything in here is closed. So the method of transportation, like golf carts, bicycles, all the stuff. It is what it is. I think we're going to have to explore everything just by walking. We're gonna see what's up. False alarm. We came to information and we asked if there was some way that we can just move around this island. They have all these things and they're gonna transport us around to a place for something to see. This looks kind of fun. It just started raining. We're being dropped off in the woods. Whatever woods means for them, because I'm sure that's not probably gonna be what we have in our head. But hopefully it is. What do you say, bro?
You're afraid? You have a lit light.
Trying to find an alligator, bro.
You guys ready to spend $500 on this?
Flashlight?
Easy.
What are you talking about?
The only means of transportation to get around?
No, they said it.
Oh, we didn't get charged yet. It's going to be expensive.
I thought it was free.
Bro, just get on the boat.
So without really knowing how much this ride was gonna cost us, we just decided to keep going. And we got dropped off by the woods, which turned out to be a minute walk into the woods. By the time we got back, our ride was not there, so we just decided to keep walking. We're just dropped off at like a jungle. And you take a boat from the beach to another island that is like a beach island. I literally feel that I'm in one of those movies, jungle movies. I don't have any specific movie right now in my head. It ends here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He called this the nature walk?
Yeah, bro. That's actually crazy.
There's mean looking spiders up here. It makes sense, you know, you're in the middle of nowhere. A place that was probably undeveloped until rich people started to come here and buy houses and build golf courses and stuff. That's basically what the guy said. After exploring the nature path for a little bit and noticing the spiders and all the little things, we made our way to the lighthouse and then we were picked up. We were able to get in touch with our guy and they dropped us off at a very nice hidden place that they even haven't been yet. We came to basically like a bird sanctuary now. This place is called the Ibis Sanctuary and you can see a lot of white ibis, herons and egrets sometimes gathering together at the evening times and to do whatever these two were doing. And right after that we were heading towards the beach to catch the sunset. This island pretty much has everything if you think about it. It has a little jungle. What do you call that? Lighthouse. This is the beach. I personally think that the beach at sunrise and sunset times are the best if you want that peaceful feeling and you want to be fully in it. But it was almost time for us to head back and to avoid missing another ferry. Shout out to these guys driving us around just for the sake of being nice and also the incentive of $50 that Elia gave it.
We're just using the nicest of people to explore without having to plan.
This is like some Outer Banks type.
Bro, it's really cool to see what happens when you just have no plans and just try to have fun.
When we were on our way to the ferry, it got dark pretty quickly, and I love this type of situations because I feel that it gives a cinematic touch to your daily life. And if you're planning on recording or documenting your life, whatever the case may be, I think that is a great idea to try to go to the little spots on your surroundings that most people would avoid or the people don't go. Try to get the back of a building, a top-down shot of the boat. Noticing those little things will help you just craft a better story when you're editing. Talking about that, the next morning I was planning on catching sunrise. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Twilight is hands down the best time to go to the beach. There's even a word for people who chase these moments, opacarophile. And yeah, while it sounds fancy, it just means you're the type of person who loves a good sunrise or sunset. And honestly, I get it. The waves are calmer, the air has that cool movement that you can actually feel, and the birds are already out, flying like they own the place. It's quiet, peaceful, and the whole beach feels like it's just waking up with you. If you're filming, the light is so soft, you don't need fancy gear. You don't need to fight with harsh shadows. And the colors in the sky look like they've been already edited for you. Even a slow camera move looks cinematic when the light does most of the work. Not everyone wants to wake up this early, but if you ever get the chance, I seriously recommend you trying it out. It's the kind of moment that makes the beach feel like your own movie. Today we're going to try to come back to that place that we were yesterday. I think we saw most of the things that you could see at the island, but I don't think it was as cool because you were supposed to be like roaming around on a bicycle or like renting a golf cart, and we were just luckily having this guy that was driving us around. I think we were gonna go again. I don't know, try to get something more out of it. Also, let me know what you think of this vlog where I'm just like literally yapping, more talking, less like production value. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've been putting my time into this clips and hustling. Make sure to let me know. But with that being said, let me just like get a little bit of a workout in because I've been very bad about my workouts, and I also have been very bad about my sleep time. I'm a morning person. When you go on trips like this, it's like it's good to get out of your routine and figure it out, some things that might be helpful for you, you know, like this morning walk. Went there on my own and just like did my thing. It was nice. It reminded me like how valuable that is to me. Also, haven't had coffee, haven't had any breakfast or anything, so if you notice my energy being very low, good, that's normal. Prioritizing my physical health as well as my mental health have become two things non-negotiable in my life, just because how much of a positive impact they both have on my creativity and my willingness to do things that I want to do. When everything else is out of place and you start working on yourself, things fall into place. Since I moved to Washington DC, I think I haven't been really doing that as much as I would like to. And you know, we get on these rabbit holes of like, why am I not having this inspiration or motivation to create? And at the end of the day, I think it all comes down to like how much work you're doing outside of your work. Ooh, very blown out. That sunset, let me hit you. So we are back at the island. Now we made it on time, which means we are going to get to rent either a golf cart or probably a bicycle. We're deciding right now because the golf cart's going to be about $100 and then we have to return it at 4:30 or something like that. And we are planning on staying until 6:30. We're probably gonna have food at some type of restaurant. Let's see what today brings. We ended up going with the golf cart option just because a lot of us had at least a backpack with equipment and it was a better experience overall. You get to stop at more places, see more things. And talking about places, there was more to see. So I was indeed wrong. Yesterday we did not saw everything that there is to see in here. There's like a lot of, well, when I say a lot of stores, there is 4 shops, and 2 of them are alcohol. I mean, one is wine and the other one is spirits, with the only place where you can buy spirits here. Not that I care much about that, but this is like a shopping center. There's a lot of shopping for women's clothing, which is kind of interesting. I guess if you live in the other side of the island, you come here to shop for clothing. We ended up going to the only grocery store. A little bug flew into my camera and drove around with us for a long time. And then we decided to make our way to the lighthouse, because even though we went there yesterday, we had not climbed up. So we decided to do it. So we were not gonna climb the lighthouse, but we are about to do it. So we are just stopped in here in the middle, like waiting, because there is a lot of people. I hope this shot is so worth it. That's Turkey right there.
So sweaty.
But this is like a full sauna experience, bro. This is the view right now.
Just turned on.
This is where we had to climb to.
It does look nice though.
You know?
All of our sweat combined into one.
Nah, bro.
Alright.
I'm Gucci. The lighthouse makes a great cinematic shot, but I don't feel the need to do that again personally. We still have plenty of time in our hands, so we decided to explore the island a little more. Having a golf cart is ideal because the island is not that big. We made our way to the beach and quickly we were able to realize that a storm was coming. We all agreed to head back and try to return the golf cart earlier and try to catch an earlier ferry. But I think everyone else had the same idea, so unless you had a ticket with the time for this ferry, it was looking very, very hard for us to get on it. Rain started out of nowhere and people were trying to get shelter, and we had no idea if we were going to be able to get into this ferry or not. Somehow we were able to make it into the ferry, and the rain started becoming more and more intense. It started to get foggy and it was making it look way more cinematic than the first time that we took the ferry and we came here. It felt like we were in the middle of the ocean, even though this is a relatively short trip. Locals kept mentioning that this island had its own weather, and it was so interesting seeing carrier boats around us while we were on our way back. We safely made it back and we were getting closer to the end of this adventure. Joel and I decided to wake up the next morning and go catch another sunrise. It's raining still right now and my camera was very foggy because the condensation was crazy, but I think it's gonna look very nice. I mean, look at that. And I think we're in for a little treat for sunrise. It's been a crazy trip, it's been a good trip. Then I'm taking a flight back to DC today at 5 p.m.
I have to do this, I was saying, once every like 3 months. Like this is like, it's like a mental reset, bro. This is nice.
And just like that, a trip that started out of nowhere was finishing somewhere. And it's pretty cool to actually experience life this way. If you are trying to pursue different experience with like-minded people, I think it's a really good idea to do so, because the things that you take with you are far beyond more important than probably the money that you will spend or the time that it will take you to actually do it. So keep that in mind. Right after that, we headed back to the Airbnb. It was time to leave everything ready, clean, shiny, and then start driving back. We're almost done getting the Airbnb ready. Something that we noticed a lot is like everywhere we went, people saw all the camera equipment and they always ask, what were we doing? There were some people like, don't take my photo and stuff like that, which is kind of funny all the time. If you surround yourself with people that kind of create and it's in this same environment, it's so interesting how everything flows and there's nothing outsider type of feeling, an outsider type of vibe. I don't know, you just belong, you know what I mean? It's just like, am I getting nostalgic? I think I just wanted to end the vlog right here because we're driving 3 hours back to Charlotte and then I'm getting straight up into the airport. So peace out, document your life, record your stuff, go places, hang with cool people. If you made it to the end of the video, comment your favorite coffee order and I'm gonna try to try it out. Peace.
Oye, disculpa la tardanza y los dolores de cabeza, ¿sabes? Agradezco tu paciencia y esta gran oportunidad. Dile, ya tú